Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Arena Gauntlet League video. This is match number 6 of week number 2. I guess it's match number 1 of week number 2 here, and we have entered the Shadowmoor portion of the league. So we are playing a completely different deck than last week. If you're curious as to how I arrived at the deck I've got on my screen, the end of match number 5 last week is when I did my deck build for this. We've got a bit of an Esper tempo kind of control thing going on. Lots of removal, lots of interaction, lots of card draw. Not a ton of powerful creatures necessarily, but if we can kind of control the board and make our creatures get through while our opponents struggle to keep something on the board, then that could go light years into where we need to be for something like this. It's not an insane deck. We left out a lot of rares in doing so, but it's what we got here. We are in week number 2. Had a bit of a rough week number 1. Got to have this deck produce for us for this week to make a bit of a recovery. So let's check out the standings. Okay, here in the standings tab, we are beginning our week in 150th place with that record of 2 and 3. On the left, you can see the top 11 players in the league. Miranda Black Canary currently sitting at the top with that record of 9 and 1. Several 8 and 2s, including Hit, Monkey Mage, a previous opponent in the league, and some 7 and 3s rounding out that top 11 here. We're down at 150, but it's early in the week. I've still got a lot to play. We're going to attempt to move up, and our first opponent this week is going to be Zeven28, who has a record of 4 and 3 and currently sits in 78th place here in this 231 member league. They've already played 3 times this week, have a record of 2 and 1, and are playing a base blue-green deck that splashes some good white and good red cards here. So a multicolor kind of splashy pile as well. Their lifetime AGL record is 89 and 51 with a win percentage above 63%. Ours has climbed down to 55 even, and this is our second lifetime matchup, and I took the first. So Zeven's going to be looking to even up that lifetime series. As far as badges, Zeven does have a previous finals badge, as do I, in addition to 1 additional top 16. Zeven's a great player. It's going to be a tough match here today, and we're going to see if we can get week 2 started off on the right foot. Okay, here we are in the game going first. And we will choose to play. Saboteur on 2 is always a good thing to have. Lots of removal. This thing could go the distance as long as he doesn't remove it. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be a tough matchup, though. He is green. All of his rares are in white, blue, and black. That's it. So it's going to be a tough one. And there's some pretty good rares in there. Elspeth, Slumbering Walker, Overlord of the Flood Pits. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Let's see if Saboteur can do anything here, if he's got early removal. If he does, then we're just kind of stuck on removal as well. Okay, well, down goes Saboteur. That's our only creature. Might not have another land here. So I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and counter it in the event that he was trying to dig for a land. Nope. Okay. Always had the land. I've got nothing. So we're just going to play our control game and see what comes. Suppose it's got to be liminal hold on that one. I still can't forage yet for this. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we can kill a tapped creature and still cannot cast Feed the Cycle just yet. But we are getting to Overlord / Elspeth portion of the game, which if Elspeth were able to come down, although he doesn't have white, it would be rough. Adept Water Shaper, Slumbering Walker, Glenalendra, Spike Shell Harrier. Land, you say? Well, I guess I can kill that with the tapped keep out, but stuck on lots of lands and not a lot to do here. Got protection? No. It might have protection, just doesn't want to use it potentially. Alright. I can now forage by exiling 3 cards from my graveyard, so I can actually do that on their turn. So let's cast the 2/1 and pass the turn. Had an instant, chose not to use it, interestingly. So we're just straight blue-green right now, it looks like. Alright, so there is a Glenalendra, and enters as a 2/3, but I can kill it before it blocks the sprite here, if that is the play. That's all I'm seeing, I think, that can really blow me out here. Although, no, Glenalendra can counter a non-creature spell. Which means it would, in fact, eat the sprite. So I don't think I can attack, actually, as a result of that. It might not be Glenalendra, but that is in the pool, and I don't want to run into it under the current situation here, so I really can't risk it. Okay, let's try... Again, just passing. It's really bad if this just disappears to a flashed 2/3. So I'm just playing around it here. Here goes Graspling, it seems. Yep. Okay, that is annoying, but I'll leave it alone for the moment here. If he goes to exhaust it, I probably will just kill it in response, but maybe not. I mean, I have a 2/4 reach blocker. So, I don't know how much I actually care if that's a 3/5. I mean, I can kill it at some point if this won't be able to block, but, I mean, I have a blocker, so... Where's our card draw? I've got at least 4 or 5 pieces of decent card draw in this deck. Have not seen it yet. There's the planes. Alright, that's what I was worried about. Guess just haven't drawn the planes. And if there's like an Elspeth in there and he's able to get another one, that is a problem. This does destroy planeswalkers, so I might have to save this for an Elspeth coming down. Still has mana for Glenalendra here. I could Bog Slither's Embrace, hold up, feed the cycle for the Elspeth. So I pay the 5. I would have to forage with this, which is fine. So let's... I could just... It doesn't really change the math if I blight versus pay the 5, so I think I'm just going to pay the 5. If I blight it onto the Graspling, it doesn't really matter. So let's try this. And then I can attack with Cleric, because if Alendra enters as a 2/3, it doesn't eat it. The way he's played makes me think he doesn't have the Alendra, so I might start attacking with the Sprite. Specifically left up 2 islands makes me think it's potentially Swat Away. Let's see if Elspeth comes down here now. Not quite. Probably getting rid of Liminal Hold. Yeah. Okay, so the way he's played makes me think it's not Glenalendra anymore, so I can probably start attacking with the Sprite. If it is, then I guess I get owned here. I just don't think it is. Let's see if I can bait something out first here. With Lamenter, I don't know. I can also attempt to draw a card. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna risk it here now. I didn't think that's what it was. Alright, looks like it wasn't Alendra the whole time. So I lost out on a lot of points of damage, but like I said, when I made the decision earlier, I think I still stand by it. And I kind of just have to save this for Elspeth now. I mean, it's gonna be a huge problem if that hits the battlefield. Okay, take 6. Or, yeah, 6, I guess. Okay, yeah, I mean, we have so much card draw in this deck from it, at least I thought when I built it. I just have not seen any of that. Alright, is this the point where I chump with the Graspling? I think I will at this point. This is the Battle of the Lands. What are we? 13 to 11, 10 to 11? I don't know. Okay, I think I'll chump with Graspling here. I do technically have a 2-turn clock, though I expect that to get messed with. I think I will get a black here. Looking to respond with removal, maybe? Yeah, interesting. So it's going to shuffle this away now. Yeah, I mean, I can't really do anything about it. So it doesn't really matter where I put it. I might have to fire this off here next turn. I don't know. I mean, it'd be very annoying if I fired it off on the Agrarian and then Elspeth came down or something, but at the very least, the tokens don't have flying, but I mean, I just have a 2-1 here. I have a 2-5, but this will also give me a Surveil if I do fire this off right now. Or 2 Surveils, I guess, which could help me find some more card draw or something. I'm on a 2-turn clock if I choose not to kill this right now, so I think I kind of have to. I mean, it does cantrip, and I have enough mana to really play it. I guess I'll keep it. Okay, my turn. Let's see what we draw off of it. Let's just tap like this, just in case. Slumbering Walker, not bad here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can do almost everything. Just in case he's got a counter, let's... So what is... Beginning or end step, you can remove a counter, return... Currently nothing. Yeah, it doesn't get anything power 2 or less right now, because that's 4 and this is 3. Now, if any of these were to die, though, it would get it back. So let's see. Is it worth just playing out Slumbering Walker now? I mean, it is just a 4/7. It does threaten a lot of points of damage. Is there any sort of board wipe or something? I don't think so. I think we're probably okay to just do that. Let me play around a counterspell here. I don't think I'm going to remove the counter, even though that would make it bigger. I'll choose not to. I've got Indestructible. So let's decline. And pass it. Looks like he might just be hard flooding. Must be tons of lands here. Oh, and a red. Interesting. I did not expect to see red coming out. Just DM'd me, said, I think I drew 7 lands in a row. I feel you. I drew a lot as well. You definitely drew more than I did, though, so... Okay, based on what we saw... Is there something that's better or worse here? Lots of different colors of mana. There's some enchantment-based removal. Got his own Slumbering Walker. If it's enchantment-based removal, I can potentially look at Runaway Together to get it out from under the Cryo Shatter. There's also a Banishing Light. That's the only enchantment-based removal, though, in the entire pool, is the Cryo Shatter. So I don't actually think that's super great. Both kind of going into the... pretty hard into the late game here. Something like Intimidation Tactics on the draw might not actually be horrible. Any graveyard related things that would be worth? Let's see. I mean, there is Slumbering Walker that the Chrome Companion can mess up. There's a few graveyard related things, and having another 2-drop is never the end of the world. Is there something that looked particularly not good against what we saw here? Not necessarily. Is there more enchantment-based removal? No. I think the Chrome Companion is decent against something like Slumbering Walker. And I could probably hold off on the tactics. I mean, there's some decent creatures over there, but most of the best cards are creatures. So what if I tried this and then got rid of something like... I mean, everything is pretty decent. Not a ton of removal, lots of removal that's bounced and stuff related. So actually the Lightfoot technique might not end up being super great, especially against a non-black deck. And just a random 2/4 potentially. This is just kind of filler in my deck, but it acts as a threat. Graspling actually seemed kind of good against things like Glenalendra. I'll try just the 2/4. See if I can cheese out an early intimidation tactics here and get a good card out of the hand. Okay, I got a counter spell, a removal spell, and a creature. It's fine. No black mana just yet, but never didn't have it. It's my favorite favorite emote. All right, well, I guess Saboteur seems pretty good on turn 2. Mono blue-ish. So far. Okay. That is fine. This thing does have Menace. It does have to start putting counters on that, but I mean, if I can hit them down far enough and then remove the things that get counters, it's like they didn't even happen. A Surveil 3 is pretty good, especially when he's potentially stuck on mana here. But I'm going to have to use this. Okay, keeping 2 on top. Interesting. This would be pretty funny with ward. I guess you could refuse to pay a ward cost. Is that how that works? Put a counter on target creature an opponent controls. If I targeted something with ward and like refuse to pay ward, it would get countered. All right, I'll hold up Keep Out and Divert Disaster here. There's the green. What is the play? If he goes to remove the Saboteur, I think I just let that happen. I need to hold up Divert Disaster until the scariest card comes down here. Is that worth it when there's something like Overlord of the Flood Pits potentially in the hand? I mean, Keep Out can kill the Overlord if it has to. Okay, let's... I went back on it. I think the only way that I regret that is if Overlord comes down. But let's double spell here. Those are both pretty good. I just think the Graspling is not quite good enough in this situation. The Expansionist is... I mean, it's fine. It's more bodies. So let's get rid of this. Attack here. Make that into a 4/4. Put him to 12. Now we are tapped out. Next turn, I could potentially double spell depending on what happens here. This is a nice answer to the Overlord if it does come down. Because the Overlord is a 5/3. Cannot cast Elspeth currently. What is this one? Rime Fire Torque? Not a great one. Alright, down goes Saboteur. I guess it won't be attacking anymore. Getting rid of a white card. I mean, actually, I guess I could get rid of the Cryo Shatter here. Could actually double spell. Is it worth getting rid of Cryo Shatter as opposed to killing a creature? I can double spell, make a couple of flyers, and then the flyers are going to be doing good work here. Okay, so if I destroy this enchantment, attack, put the counter here before blocks, nowhere to run, and kill that, I would attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, and have a 1/1. They'd be at 5. This all seems pretty good. So... let me try that. Alright. Turn on full control just in case here. Put that here. Submit. Then I can play this. Kill that one. Does get a Surveil, but that's okay. Puts him to 5 here, and I've got a lot of threats, including a menace creature here. Kept it on top, though. That's a bit worrying. Basically the same card from a different set. Actually, functionally identical. Alright, time to test if there's interaction. It looks like there is some sort of instant speed something or other. So, if that's the case, I think I just attack here. And try to pressure down the life total with a couple of 1/1s. If I attack, I can put the counter there, likely double block. It's not lethal, assuming there's nothing. So I think I'm going to play it slightly safe with me being at 13. Could be Glenalendra, I guess. Just thought of that. That wouldn't be great for me, as that is a flyer that can eat my flyers here. Okay. A little bit of a desperation move, but it does make sense. I don't think it's worth holding on to the Expansionist just to get a double spell next turn when I have the ability to pressure the life total, so I'm just going to play it here. And I'll play one land. So this can't be blocked right now. Alright, let's test the hand here. Looks like there is an instant. Again, Glenalendra would have been a pretty rough draw if this is my only attack. I can attack here and kind of force a double block. I mean, like if I attack here, he can't target it, so it's going to have to be double blocked, basically no matter what. Because in order to target it, you have to discard a card, which he doesn't have. So these have to be blocked, which means these two would be able to get through with removal, which means I should have played my land for lethal potentially here. If it's Glenalendra, let's say he double blocks and then eats this one, goes to 1. That's also not horrible. There's some top or bottom spells. Yeah, I don't see anything that makes this super bad. So let's try this. And see how this goes here. And the reason I played Glimmerseeker pre-combat there is to test if there was... What's the interaction then? Because this has ward discard a card. Okay, trying to find something else. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, did you find it? No, did not. Alright, we managed to get the win off the back of a Sunset Saboteur. Good games, Zeven. They were tough ones. And it's always nice to begin the week with a win. So our record goes from 2-3 up to 3-3, and we jump up from 150th to 118th place here. Again, still early in the week. If we win the next 4, which is possible, I mean, it's a possibility, we could find ourselves in the top 11. So as low as it seems like I am right now, especially this early in the league, these numbers change quite a bit. Once we get into week 4 plus, especially 5 and mostly 6, everything is really, really tight, and then not a lot of more movement you can make. But early enough, we're 3-3. No comeback packs today because we got the win here in match number 1 of this second week. So we're just going to go straight to the next match here in match number 2. That'll do it for this one, though, and I'll see you next time here at Daily Draft.